morning. I'm Assistant Chief Meteorologist Victoria Cavaliere.
And I'm Good Morning Tennessee anchor, Allison Smith. Happy Thursday, everyone. A lot of rain the last few days. So we thought, why not bring in some more rain for today,
Yes,
Victoria?
That's just what you ordered yesterday,
Yes, it
Allison.
is. I'm so happy.
And some thunderstorms sprinkled in there as well.
Well, it's going to be really active, I guess,
It is.
here in the next few hours.
I'd say from now through the afternoon, we're going to have the chance. Now, right now, our severe weather risk doesn't look great for the next couple hours because we've seen so much rain already. So that's going to stabilize us at least a little bit. And then as we head into the afternoon hours,
Look
we'll
at the
have to keep
skies
our
right
eyes
now,
on.
though.
I know. Embassy Suite showing a little sun. That's what we're going to have to keep our eyes on, Allison.
So that's not good.
Not good news. Not good news for storms. And what we're going to notice is that we're going to have these periods of rain and thunderstorms over the next several hours. But if we do see some clearing like this for a long enough time, that's going to help us to warm up, potentially stabilize the atmosphere a little bit, which could then increase our severe risk. It is still a conditional risk. We've got to get some of this rain out of here in order for us to see that chance for stronger storms. Looking at the radar, though, we did have some heavy rain pass through Knoxville. If we pause it for a second, this will kind of give you an idea of what we're currently dealing with. Some downpours there from Madisonville into Kingston, and then back towards Sneedville and the Tri-Cities. You can also see that heavier downpour into Lenore City, but downtown Knoxville, kind of like that camera showed, not very active at this point. So we're going to see on and off periods of rain. You do want to have the umbrella handy. If you look further down to our south and west, we're not tracking a ton of moisture at the moment. There's some more back near Birmingham and south of Nashville that we'll keep our eyes on. Today's severe weather risk is at a level 1 out of 5, and I'm going to kind of walk you through the timeline forecast and break down what we're thinking there. But it was so warm this morning, Allison.
Oh, we saw 70 degrees out. At what was that, like 5 a.m.?
Yeah, so warm. 62 now downtown, 60 in Allard, and about 63 currently in Tellico Plains. Part of the reason for those warm temperatures is the gusty winds. I mean, Tellico Plains and Newfound Gap still gusting to 42 miles per hour right now.
Is that going to be one of the big concerns for today with the system?
Yes,
Wind?
strong winds. And even if you don't see rain, I think winds may gust this afternoon up to 40 miles per hour even in Knoxville. They put out that high wind warning for the Smokies. That's sustained 40 to 50 mile per hour winds.
Oh, man.
Gusting to 75. So I always say if you've got anything outside, outdoor decorations, keep that in mind. And remember, these are winds not in thunderstorms. So you could have sunshine and you're going to feel those strong gusty winds.
Are those going to die down by tonight? Is this going to move out fast?
They are going to quiet down tonight, but I still think it's breezy to windy Friday as well. So still going to stay a little bit active tomorrow, just not as much of an elevated rain chance. This is also a look at our wind gusts here at 1:30. It kind of gives you more of a region-wide view. You can see gusts almost to 30 miles per hour for many areas, even in the valley. I mentioned that level 1 out of 5 risk, so it's basically for our whole area. Everybody's shaded in green. There is a higher severe weather risk further to our north. Now, this is not one of those events where I think we're going to see a home run forecast and a line of storms.
Okay.
I think it's going to be some isolated cells that pop up from now through the afternoon, 1 or 2, that could include some damaging winds. That's one of our main concerns. And the heavy rainfall threat, because if you keep getting thunderstorms, then of course we can also see localized flooding.
And like you were saying earlier, so for those of us who are maybe seeing some peaks of sunshine right now, we really don't want to see that.
Right. Don't let your guard down if you see that and think, oh, it's about over. Because
it's done.
Later today, we will definitely see some storms. And the more sun we see, that makes the atmosphere unstable. It warms up our temperatures. And of course, you need warmer temperatures to see those thunderstorms. I was looking at some data just before I came up here, and it doesn't look like we have a ton of available energy. They measure that in the atmosphere, and at the moment it's relatively low, but typically as the day goes on, especially in the afternoon, we start to see that come up. Our tornado risk today is low. It's not 0, but it is on the lower end. I think we have actually a better chance of seeing some stronger storms today, north and east. So that may even be closer towards the Tri-Cities, because that rain's going to take them a little longer to get there, so they've got more time to warm things up.
Okay.
Looking at ways to get alerts, though, important today. Of course, we went over this last week as well. Always make sure you're downloading our free weather app. That'll send those alerts right to your phone. And of course, if any alerts are issued, you can follow us on air and online like you're doing right now, and we will keep you up to date on that as well. High temperatures today going to get into the mid-70s, though, if we can see some sun.
Ooh.
I've got us at 72 at midday. We may actually be a little bit cooler this afternoon once some of the rain and storms move through. But yeah, our umbrella's getting a workout this week.
Well, is this the end of the rain for us, or
I think
still
there's
into tomorrow?
Slim shower chance tomorrow, maybe a stray rumble in the afternoon, but not as widespread. A lot more people going to see some drier conditions for Friday.
Okay, some good news.
So that is some positive news. Let's see if we can show you I'll look at those highs again, maybe up to 75 today in Knoxville, 67 in Crossville, and even 76 there in Gatlinburg. The timeline forecast does show a pretty active weather pattern. The difference that I've been noticing this morning, which is why I do think that our overall severe risk could stay a little lower for the morning through midday, is because this model tries to continually bring this widespread heavy rain. That's a look at 10:30. And if that's the case, we're probably not seeing severe weather yet because we've not warmed up enough. So now we're stuck with some heavy rainfall. That's going to be something we'll have to watch over the next hour or so. Those strong winds, though, persist. Closer to lunchtime, still raining in spots.
Well, I wondered, too, is this going to impact like parent pickup and kids riding the bus home?
I think that you are going to see some showers and thunderstorms as you head home for sure. And honestly, Allison, even the evening commute is soggy. Will it be severe? For most, probably not, but it's still not going to be great. This is 5 o'clock, and near Wartburg and Oak Ridge, there's a thunderstorm there. Once that cold front swings through, though, we'll lose our severe potential, but we still hold on to rain overnight tonight. This is midnight. We still have showers.
It's been a minute since we've had rain, almost 5 days in a row.
I know. So we still are holding on to that chance. Good news for tomorrow morning, isolated rain chance early. I mentioned just stray thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon. It's a limited opportunity tomorrow, but part of the reason is because I do think that we may have a little bit of energy, a weak impulse slide through late in the afternoon, and because we have some cooler air as well tomorrow, we may have that potential to see some isolated small hail. This is rainfall totals through tomorrow at midday. Obviously dependent on where you're located, but anywhere from about 1 inch to maybe 2 inches.
Impressive. Look at Maryville.
Yeah, so especially if they continue to see those thunderstorms or we get that heavy rain that develops here within the next couple hours, that could be an issue for those localized areas that tend to see flooding. We always say that level exit or on-ramp by I-40.
You're going to see problems there. It's almost guaranteed.
Those kind of areas. Tomorrow is cooler. We're in the low to mid-60s. 58, though, in Sevierville, 66 in Iota, and about 61 in Allard. Maybe seeing some clearing late in the day for your Friday. And then the weekend forecast, that's when we're going to notice that conditions start to improve, but the winds are still gusty tomorrow. Look at these wind gusts, Allison.
43 miles per hour.
And this is for Knoxville.
No.
This is
this is in the valley.
Yeah. So it is still going to be windy with that system. The winds tomorrow look to be out of the west, so still holding on to those strong winds. The weekend, that's the light at the end of the tunnel.
Oh, look how perfect it is.
Sunny and 72 on Saturday. Some more clouds around for Sunday, but not a huge impact. And we're up to 80.
I'm like, you know what? We're mid-April?
Yeah.
Heading into mid-April? It's time, Victoria.
It's time for the 80s.
We're ready for it.
The average high is 70.
Okay, well, maybe it's a little early then.
It's a little ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
But yes, we are going to really notice some really pleasant conditions for the weekend. And the start of next week is also going to be warm. Stray shower Sunday night into Monday, maybe an isolated shower there Wednesday, but we're talking about lows in the 60s.
Ooh. But after all the rain this week, I mean, you were going to see everyone outside this weekend. It's going to be nice.
Everybody outside for sure. It is going to be really pleasant as we head into the weekend. But today, make sure you're staying up to date. Know how to get those weather alerts. Know it's not a widespread chance, but 1 or 2 of those storms could be strong.
Okay, so pay attention. Well, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you back here next Thursday.